Okay, you guys, welcome back to the House of Jess. I have a very special person here today. She is the ads queen, and her name is Ashley Brock, and I just want to welcome her to the pod.
I'm so excited. Jess has changed my whole life, so this was very necessary.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful that you came on, and we just have so much in common and to talk about. But first, I want everyone to have, you intro yourself a little bit.
Okay.
What you do and who you are.
Yes, so my name is Ashley. I have been doing paid advertising all day, every day for over a decade. There's only two other jobs I've had besides paid ads, and it is scrubbing toilets at O'Charlie's and giving fried chicken to people in college at Chick-fil-A. Beyond that, every single minute that I have been, since the moment I graduated, it's paid ads. So 10 years, $200 million on ads, Fortune 500 companies. I freaking love ads.
Yeah, you are a rock star. And honestly, we were talking earlier, how did we even meet?
Yes.
It's so interesting because it was a few years ago.
Yes.
And you were hosting an event and you reached out to me on Instagram.
You know what
about the event?
Yeah, you know what I think might have happened? I didn't tell you this earlier. You know what I think might have happened?
What?
I think there's a chance that you might have liked my ad, clicked like.
Oh, probably.
And then I was at a point in the business where, if you remember, this was my first event. There was so much happening, and I was so nervous that there wouldn't be anybody showing up at the event. And we were getting close, and I was like, "This girl looks cool," and I clicked on it, and I was like, "Hey, I saw you like the ad, and I just want to know."
Oh my gosh, it's coming back to
yes,
me. That happened.
It did. I was like,
"Hey,
I saw you might have liked the ad, and I saw that you're local, and I'm so impressed by you. I was like, are you considering coming to the event?" And I think that was the first thing.
Yeah, and we just did so many audio messages from that point on.
Well, when you responded with audio, I was like, game over, we're friends. I was like, she gets me. This is how we roll. It was so amazing. And it was more than a 10-second, hi, I'm thinking about it, bye. It was hey, yeah. And then we started a conversation, and I was like, I love her.
So it's so funny because, you really were I've been in advertising for years, and I knew that side of the world, but I had never done it for my own business.
Yeah.
And you really were that person that was no, you need to do this.
A lot of
you
it.
have something, and you need to do. So I honestly need to thank you because you've literally have helped me get to where I am. I'm
so glad.
Definitely a piece of that.
Well, you're a piece of this story too, for sure.
Yes. So I was just looking through and as the ads queen, but when you're off the clock, what does home mean to you?
That's a great question. So I do work my booty off. So it's really important for me to have a place that I feel is an escape from just the work. And one thing I'm reading this book right now. It's called Peak Performance. And it's talking about how you actually need stress, but you also need rest. Yeah. And so the home is the place that I can rest. And I know you know this, we'll talk about it later, but my podcast studio is kind of part of the house.
Yeah.
But it's above the garage, so it's separate. So when I think of home, I actually am not thinking of the podcast studio. Yeah. I'm thinking of the home that you helped us design. And so it's the place that I feel the most safe. It's the place that I can rest, and it's the place that I can also feel I can grow. Because what I realize is unless you rest, you can't grow. So it's my place where I can't wait to bring people to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a business owner and a mom, how important is it for you to come home to a space that feels like a retreat? I mean, you kind of just said that,
I think it's, so I was doing this research, and I'm sure you probably heard this before, but visual clutter creates a cortisol response in the body, which is essentially, and cortisol is good. I think people are like, oh, cortisol is terrible. No, it's not. It actually serves a very important purpose. And also, you don't want an abundance of it. And if you have an abundance of clutter and mess, your brain literally is going to see the mess, and that's going to stimulate cortisol. And so what you help me do is, how can I have my home be a place that is free of the stressed mess, so that when I leave my office, even though I love what I do more than I'd argue there's no one that loves ads as much as I do.
Yeah.
But I do want to be able to come to a place that I feel so proud of, and that I get to rest. And it is beautiful. What you've done is freaking beautiful.
Well, your house is beautiful.
Well, you made it extra beautiful.
Well, side note, because I've helped you design your new house.
Yes.
Your old house.
Yes.
Your podcast studio.
Yes.
And now we're working on your cabin that
Yes,
you
our
bought, which
first
is so
investment
crazy
property.
to have seen you grow and
Thank
like
you.
all this happen, you know, for you. It's so amazing. So
Thank you.
I'm, and I wish I could show, I mean, I've showed pictures of your house on my page. So it's obviously beautiful. We've designed so many spaces together, your house, your podcast, like your cabin, like I said. Which do you feel is most you and why?
Definitely the main living room.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
my favorite room in the entire house.
It is. It is like the podcast is great. Everything you've done is exceptional, but that you brought together beautifully. Like there's not one single thing that I'm like, I'm like, it's cozy, but it's elevated.
Yeah.
But it's got plenty of stuff, but yet it's kind of minimalistic, it feels like to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
it is everything I am, and it's got warmth, like it's not unapproachable. I'm like, it is my space for
And
sure.
you did fight me on the sofas for a minute.
I did. I was like, number one, who pays this for a couch? But she's like, it's quality. And I'm like, okay, well, it's so funny. I have to tell you this. So Kyle and I, we went to, we did a no technology weekend for our anniversary.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. So one of the things that he asked me, he was like, of all the advice, of all the coaching that you got over the past couple of years, what's one thing that has changed your life? And it is that you will attract the type of buyer that you are. Mm-hmm. And if you are unwilling to pay, you'll be unable to charge.
You and your analogies.
I'm telling you.
You need to write a book with just analogies.
I'll write a book. But now that one, I will say that specific thing was advice I got from my coaches.
Okay.
That one thing stuck with me. And so when I was thinking about the couch, I was like, I will attract the type of buyer that I am. Because what I don't want to attract is the cheapo people. The people like, I want to pay $3 on ads and be a millionaire. I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm not for you. Because I want you to be successful. And I know
Yes.
that if you spend $3, you won't. And I want to set you up for success. So buying that couch, believe it or not, Jess, was like a big deal for me. I've never spent that
Well, you were
on
a
anything.
coupon girl.
I freaking was. So I'm like, this is going against everything I've done. And I'm so proud of it. It is really quality. And I believe in paying for quality, which is why you pay the expert.
Yeah.
And so this sounds cheesy, but like buying the nice thing, like, you send me nice things, but you send me some Amazon stuff too, because I asked for it. And I feel like
there's got to be balance.
there's got to be balance, and having a few moments of quality is an identity thing for me. I'm like, I'm buying this because this is me being on it. Like, I can't ask someone to pay for my program and not.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm going to be cheap. Everything has to be Amazon. I'm like, no, this is not anything. I'm buying the couch, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. I mean, and like that is the most important space in the home. And
True.
that's when it comes to like the safe haven of your home.
True.
Like you work so hard, you come home, you want to sit in that room with your family, it not be cluttered, it not feel stressed.
Yeah.
It's a safe decompressing space. So, the living room is always my favorite place to design.
Yeah. The
So-
couch was worth it. I just want to report back. The expensive couch was worth it.
So, you always tell me your home needs to feel warm and comfortable and real, not just pretty for Instagram.
Yes.
What design decisions have helped you achieve that? And we kind of just talked a little bit about that.
I think it's the warmth. Like it's, this is just me. I know that everybody's different, and you help a lot of people.
Yes.
I didn't want something that was so fancy so for those of you listening, I have a 2-year-old and an almost 5-year-old, and Jess can relate because she has younger children as well. And I'm like, I don't want to just have this random like $7,000 glass thing. Like that's irresponsible.
Yeah.
I don't want that. So I just wanted things that felt cozy but elevated. And the room that I feel like is the most warm and inviting besides the living room, God, everything is. But it's the bedroom is like a really important thing because it's right off the kitchen. It's
very-
the doors
very
are open.
spa-like.
It is. I'm like, I want to feel like I'm going into like
a retreat.
a warm little retreat, and it's cozy. And I remember when Kyle walked into it, he's like, this is it.
Kyle's the best.
Oh my
He
God.
I need to film all his reactions and like make a reel.
You should be-
and then run it as an ad.
You should. And it's like, all it is this guy, and he's like, wow. I'm like, and that's the ad. It's like, do you want your husband to do that? Buy today.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to him about
We
that.
will. I love
because
this.
I love it. I love
it
his
too. He loves being on
reactions.
camera. He's like, don't do it. Okay, come on. I'm like, you're good at this, okay?
So see that. It's
Yeah.
so funny. So like you teach thousands of men or women and men
Yeah,
how to
both.
run successful ads online. For someone like me that's just starting a podcast.
Yes.
What's your advice on how to use ads to grow a podcast?
Google Ads.
Google Ads. Okay.
Because there's so many ways. Like I said that with confidence because the one campaign that I've had running consistently for my business is Google Ads to my podcast. Because if someone is searching advertising training podcast or business owners ads training podcast or ads podcast for business owners, or if they're searching for my competitors, maybe they're searching for these other people that are also really cool and I'm not as cool as them yet. I'm like, if they're searching for them, I know that they'll get benefit from me. And so if someone is right now in the heat of the moment, literally trying to find something about this, and it's like home interior design podcast. They're looking for exactly what you do. They just don't know that you exist. So why not be findable? They're either going to find you or somebody else running an ad or present. So Google Ads for sure, couple dollars a click. Okay. And the reason I love a podcast is, and this is something that I did make up this rhyme kind of, but I say that this is what I like to call forever content because it can live on forever. Yeah. And I say that
forever. It's housed.
Exactly.
In this forever place.
Exactly. On the internet. Yeah. Honestly. And so I say that forever content is compressor content. And what I mean by that is it compresses the time that it takes for people to trust you. Yeah. If they come find you on Google and they listen to your podcast and then they're like, okay, and now they're getting your retargeting ads. Like, I do want Jess to do my home. And I've been listening to her. I love her. I know her. So it's such a smart thing. So
that's really why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was because, like I just want to stand out of the crowd when it comes to design.
Absolutely.
I don't want people to feel intimidated. Because a lot of times people hire a designer, they're so intimidated.
Yeah.
And they're not sometimes they're not as friendly. I don't know.
She's like, they're not as cool as me, okay? I agree.
No, I'm not trying to toot my own horn but I'm trying to that is what I'm trying to display. I want to help people that have kids that can make their home beautiful and not have to break every budget, bank, whatever they have. Totally. So, I love that. But what's a common mistake people make when running ads for a small business?
Great question. A few things. So I have more than one mistake. Okay. Number one mistake is they just start and stop. Yeah. And the reason they start and stop is because of one thing, and is their expectations. Yeah.
The expectations are so high.
I'm like, what are you expecting? I'm like, oh, so what are you actually expecting? Yeah. Are you expecting that you will get someone who never knew you to buy at the very beginning, especially when you don't have brand credibility yet? You have brand credibility. So people can go and see you and see all that, you've been obsessing for this for so long. It's beautiful. Someone just getting started and they're running ads, people have a little bit of hesitation. And people are not willing to pay through the hesitation. They're like, okay, I'm paying and no one's buying. It's like, yeah, you have to pay to build. You paid with time. Yeah. You spent so much time.
Almost 7 years.
Right. And it's like someone could, in my opinion, speed things up with ads if they were actually good. Yeah. And they could speed things up, but you have to pay for that. Yeah. And so I think it's their expectation that it should work immediately in the same way. But I'm like, do you expect that someone will marry you on the first date? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, why do you think someone's going to buy from you on the first date? Yeah. So it's an expectation thing. Not that I have had a client turn on their ads in the first day they got a sale, and that's exciting. It can happen.
And that's fine. That's typically what will happen. Get everybody so excited. Exactly. Then it slows down. And then, I get that world. But I will say, the ads, they're a game changer.
They are.
And last night, for example, I had a message from my website and I was like, how did you find me? And she said, Facebook ad.
That's good.
And 2 minutes later, she bought a full $14,000
I'm telling you what.
Isn't
that so fun?
And she goes, I've been following you forever, but I was finally ready to pull the trigger.
That's right.
And I'm like, this is time. I've been running ads for right about a year now.
Yep.
And that, it's just, you got to give it time.
Ads add up. I'm serious. Yeah. It's that's why you don't need to start and stop. All of a sudden, a year after doing it, I bet you can feel a little bit of momentum.
Oh, yeah.
You're man, I didn't quit this. It actually paid off. Man, even though somebody didn't buy in January, February, March, April, May, it's September, and they were like, I'm in, here's 14,000. Yeah. It's worth it. And that's why your expectation for instant gratification is why.
And you know what I say when that happens?
What?
Let's spend more.
That is the right move. Everybody else is like, okay, how can I spend as little as possible? And I'm like, how can you have an unlimited budget and just be capped by your capacity?
I know.
It's
crazy. It's a crazy world.
It is.
But it's fun.
It is. I'm proud of you.
So thank you. What is your favorite ads to run? Type? Is there any type
Testimonial.
of testimonials?
I love good testimonials. And I have a tip for everybody listening. So 4 things I like to do with a testimonial. I like to have a video testimonial. I like to use that audio of it and put a picture. Like you could have just swipe through and it's different audio testimonial. I like to have a single image of that person about testimonial and a carousel. It's like, how many different ways can we spice up this testimony? You work so hard to get it. Let's diversify it, because people will remember the face, they'll remember the audio, they'll remember the voice, and not as much the static. And I know you do reels, you do videos, and I think it's wonderful. So I think that people
there's definitely stuff that doesn't work as well as others. Like,
totally.
And it's all, a testing game. You got to test stuff, but you also have to like leave it out there.
People hate hearing that. You have to test. I'm like, yeah, you really do though. Because some stuff doesn't work as well.
There was a magic marker that just like push the button, everyone makes money. Like, sorry, that's not real.
That's not reality. But some people think, I think about this for design and ads. If you think about it, it's like you can return something. Like you can test and say, let's see how you feel with this. And if you don't like the colors, we'll change it out or we can swap it. It's like you can undo. Like you can have an ad out there and you're like, it's not working. Like we can undo that. We can literally pause it and recreate it. And it's the same thing with your space. Like it evolves. And so will your ads, so will your messaging, all of that.
Totally. What was something you've learned from building your business in your home well, you didn't build your home, but decorating your home at the same time? Like you were busy. Actually, now that I'm reading this question again, I'm like, this is actually really funny because you're like, I hired you and you did it.
Yeah. Well, that was my answer. My number one takeaway from building my business in this is pay the expert.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I help a lot of people that don't have time. I mean, that is big. And, it's funny. I walk into a lot of people's houses and they're like, I have all this stuff I bought and it's literally sitting around like on the ground. Like, they'll go to Home Goods and buy everything there, but like have no idea what to do with it.
Correct.
Or
you have a gift for the staging. It's like not just picking it out and designing it, but like where should it go and why? Yeah. Such a gift.
Thank you. It's I hate to see people that like we had a customer, they renovated their master bathroom and they did all the picking out themselves. Well, the tile guy was in there putting it all in.
I know.
And they're like, well, I don't like how this looks. And like, now they have to pay to rip it all out. I'm like, if you just spent like $1,000 with me, like we could have not had this problem.
Or pay way more and just get them to do the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like,
but yes, it does. It's an expensive mistake for sure.
Yeah. And it can be. I mean, I try to tell people I save money all the time. Like, you might buy 10 rugs and not know what one looks good, and you're wasting money.
And time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy. I love that, me and you can relate on the advertising part, you helping me with my, like getting me involved with ads. I mean, like I said, I'll forever be grateful for that. Just doing your house has literally been one of my favorite projects I've ever done. I mean, it really was.
So
I mean, it's so beautiful. And then, the cabin is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to stay there.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's going to be amazing. And, I love you. I'm so grateful that you came on this podcast for me. And,
You're so good at what you do. And the one thing I have to give like a Jess shout out that she should not pay me to say this. I just have to say it. Like I have my executive assistant, Rose, she's absolutely incredible. She's been able to work with Jess's team. So like,
yes,
through both of our businesses and our teams, like we brought a vision to life. Like I was able to say, here's what I'm envisioning. Her team is just so they get our vibe so well. They take any feedback if we have changes. Like they're like, absolutely. You've built an incredible team and you should be really proud of it.
Yeah. I love them. I've literally
I know
so
you
lucky.
love them.
I'm like, how did I find you randomly on Instagram and you live in Arizona? Like, it's just like bizarre,
but they're good and they're gifted. And that's that you said it earlier, but I just feel like you've given me back so much time and I appreciate it. And
thank you.
I don't ever go to Home Goods and like stress. I actually don't go anymore because I don't need to because of you. Poor Home Goods has negatively benefited from our relationship, but
oh my gosh.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.